Have you ever felt tired in a way that sleep just couldn't fix? Not because you were working nonstop, but because too many people kept taking little pieces of you. Maybe you answered every call, every favor, every last minute. Hey, can you help me real quick? Maybe you kept saying yes even when your heart was quietly begging for a break. If you've ever felt drained, ignored, or straight up used, this story is for you. Because once, there was a guy who felt exactly the same. He kept showing up for everyone else, while slowly disappearing from his own life, until one small moment, on a totally normal night, changed everything. This is his story. And honestly, maybe it's yours too. Miles lived in a small, narrow apartment above a little corner market on a busy street. Every morning, he woke up to delivery trucks banging around outside and the loud beep-beep of reversing vans. At night, neon signs glowed through his thin curtains, and the smell of greasy food drifted up from the shop below. Miles worked at a graphic print shop downtown. The office was always freezing. The lights were too bright, and the printers hummed all day like bugs that never shut up. People called Miles the reliable one. At first, he liked that. It made him feel important, safe, needed. But over time, that word became a cage. His manager asked him to stay late. He stayed. A buddy needed help moving. He drove across town. His sister needed money again. He sent it. A neighbor needed someone to watch her dog. He said yes before she even finished the question. He kept telling himself it was fine. It wasn't. For almost 3 months, Miles hadn't slept through the night. He'd lie awake staring at a water stain on the ceiling, jaw clenched, chest tight. His phone would buzz on the nightstand, and instantly he'd feel that familiar fear. What if someone needs me? On his kitchen counter sat a small clay dish, off-white, a small crack down one side. His mom had given it to him years ago. He used it to hold keys, coins, and folded scraps of paper. And every time someone needed something from him, he wrote it down and dropped it in the dish. Pick up Jason from the airport. Cover Mia's shift. Call Aunt May. Loan $25. Fix Drew's chair. The dish was always full. And somehow, Miles felt the same. Stuffed. Crowded. No space left inside. One rainy Thursday, Miles stood in the office bathroom staring at his reflection. Red eyes, drooping shoulders. Even his smile looked worn out. He splashed cold water on his face. Didn't help. As he walked out, his manager stopped him near the elevator. "Miles, I need one more favor." Those words hit way harder than they should have. His throat tightened. His hands got cold, but he nodded anyway. Of course he did. That weekend was supposed to be his first quiet one in ages. He imagined simple things. Sleeping in, coffee by the window, a little silence, maybe even a walk if the weather didn't suck. Instead, Saturday kicked off with 3 calls before 8 a.m. His sister needed help with her electric bill, again. His friend Jason needed a ride across town. Then his manager texted saying a client file was missing. "Could you swing by the office for just an hour?" People always say just an hour, when they mean way more. Miles sat on the edge of his bed, phone in hand, and felt something inside him just drop. He looked at the clay dish, packed with folded notes, old and new. He picked one up and opened it. Help everyone. He had written that months ago. Back then it sounded noble. Now, it felt like a prison sentence. He helped Jason first. Traffic was awful. Jason barely said thank you, just complained the whole ride. Then Miles went to the office. 1 hour turned into 4. The whole place smelled like hot plastic. By the time he reached his sister's apartment, the sun was already down. She opened the door, crying. But when Miles said he could only stay 10 minutes, her expression changed. "You're always in such a rush," she snapped. That night, Miles came home completely wiped. He tossed his keys into the clay dish. Crack. He froze. He picked it up gently, but the crack spread, and a chunk broke off, shattering on the floor. Miles just stared at it, then sat down on the kitchen tiles and put his head in his hands. No words, no tears, just emptiness. His phone buzzed again. He didn't check it. It buzzed again, and again. Finally, he whispered, "I can't do this anymore." For the first time, he meant it. The next morning, Miles took the broken dish downstairs to a tiny repair shop next to the market. It belonged to an older woman named Marla. She fixed lamps, clocks, and things people usually threw away. The place smelled like cedar wood and peppermint tea. Miles placed the broken dish on her counter. "Think this can be fixed?" he asked. Marla studied the pieces, turning them slowly, almost like she was listening. Then she grabbed glue and a thin brush with gold paint. She glued the pieces together and traced the cracks with gold. Miles frowned. "Why gold?" Marla just smiled and held it up to the light. The crack was still there, but now it glowed. It didn't look broken anymore. It looked honest. She placed a single key inside and slid it toward him. Miles understood. Anything that holds too much eventually breaks. Something changed in him that day. When he got back upstairs, he turned off his phone for 1 whole hour. Then he wrote 3 simple words on a clean piece of paper. "Not today. Sorry." Later, his manager called. Miles let it ring. Then he called back and said calmly, "I can't stay late tonight." "Why not?" his manager asked. Miles looked at the repaired dish and replied, "I just need to go home." No chaos, no anger, just a boundary, a breath. That night, Miles cooked soup, ate it while it was still hot, opened his window, and for the first time in months, he heard something softer than constant need. He heard his own life coming back. 3 months later, Miles still helped people, but not at the cost of himself. He slept better, stayed calmer, and when his sister asked for help now, sometimes he said, "I can't today." Their conversations actually got more honest because of it. The clay dish stayed on his table, but now it held different things. A house key, a note that said, "Rest isn't selfish," and a small folded paper with one word, "Enough." Here's what Miles learned. Saying no doesn't make you less kind. It protects your kindness. If this story touched your heart, share it. And remember, every time you honor your limits, your life learns to honor you back. See you in the next story.